What's up, y'all? This is Gold Dirty Bastards, episode 25. Already 25 into this bitch. We
25.
slowly growing, brick by brick, starting to get things more popping. As you guys see, we got some better backgrounds, better little bit of everything, just stepping up our game, better graphics, better logo.
Yep.
Slowly but surely, we're trying to build a beast. So what's good? What's good, Big Leo?
So what's up? What's cracking? We got the two-man wrecking crew tonight. Big
2-man
Leo
wrecking
on
crew.
fire. Two-man wrecking crew. Yep. Nip.
No,
What's up?
no
What's
bitch
cracking?
ass Womack tonight.
No weenie. Whoa, Measy.
He's on spring break, catching COVID somewhere or something. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Some lummy hypes. But yeah, so damn, as we were just starting this recording here, we had some news coming in. The Warriors got a big win tonight against the Bucks. It's
Yep.
big for them because it helps them stay in that 10th spot, and then that 10th spot is getting real close. You
It's really
got
close, yeah.
teams breathing down their neck pretty good. So they got to stay on it. I don't know what's going to happen, but I don't know. It's not looking good playoff wise. We have it right now, but we only have a 1 game lead. So I'm not sure if we're even going to make the playoffs at this point. It's not
Yeah.
looking great, I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
I mean,
currently the Warriors are. Yeah, go
yeah,
ahead.
we had low expectations coming in. I believe me and you had them at we said
Six.
their ceiling would be 6. The ceiling would be
Yeah.
6. More like an 8. Womack had them all the way up at 3 or 4, I believe.
You said
You don't know
four, I
shit. We
believe.
already established that. That guy don't know shit. Anyway, so that was what's the score on the Giants? They're still down.
We got the Giants scores. I believe it's 3-1 against the Padres tonight. Uh, they won last night. Right now, the Giants, have the most home runs in the National League. I see they got some power right now. So they did. They started off the season at Seattle. They went 1-2. They lost. I mean, they lost. They lost that opening game. Which they should have won. They were up. I want to say 7-1. They were up
7-1, I believe
Yeah,
it was
6-1.
7-1.
Actually, 6-1, and they had just a bullpen blow up in the eighth inning. They gave up six runs, and yeah, they should have won that game though. But it's good to see them back.
How's their hitting? I haven't watched the game yet.
They've been in a lot of home runs. They lead the National League in home run. I believe Evan Longoria leads the National League with home runs with 3 homers. So the batting wise, they're doing pretty good. Just that bullpen, we gotta see how it goes.
Yeah, and
So
they got a couple
yeah,
games with the Padres coming up, so this is a good test because the Padres are supposed to be stacked this year.
yeah. Oh yeah, they
But
did.
they just lost Fernando Tatis Jr. as we just talked
Yeah.
about. Any word on how long he's going to be out, or they're just determining?
He lands on the injury list. Shoulder injury
What's that?
deemed
15 days minimum.
non-surgical. Let's see here. It looks like move. Maybe he might sit out for 10 games just to be safe. They announced today, but they're saying that they had some imaging done on his shoulder, and they saying it seems very pretty positive. So nothing huge there because he's the next National League superstar right there.
Yeah,
He
he
just
got
won. He
power.
just got that big ass contract. You know what I'm saying? I believe a couple months ago. So yeah,
It's going to be hard for the Giants to sneak in this year, though. The West, MLB, the West is pretty damn solid. National League West,
just the Dodgers and the Padres, just themselves.
and then you
They're
got
gonna be tough.
D-backs, Rockies, but
The Rockies, not really. They just gave up Nolan Arenado to the St. Louis Cardinals, so
yeah,
they're
they're
pretty
not.
much they ain't gonna do shit. Diamondbacks might, I don't know. They got my boy Madison Bumgarner. It's not looking too good. I think he gave up like 3 home runs. I think opening day, he did get a double. I believe he got like a couple RBIs. So yeah, his fast speed has just slowed down. So good luck to my
Yeah,
boy Madison up there in Arizona though.
yeah. I mean, it's going to be hard though. So because they have to beat out both the Padres and the Dodgers for a slot.
Yeah.
Dodgers are pretty stacked still. Padres, the Padres are expected to do well.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily mean they will, but they are expected to be one of the better teams. I think they're pretty high up there on the favorite list to win the World
Odds,
Series,
yeah.
actually, betting odds wise. But we'll see. It's good to have baseball back. You can check out some games in person. I like going to baseball games live. I'm not as big on TV, but live is fun.
Yeah, I might hit up that game on Monday. My boy Mo just hit me up earlier talking about going, so we'll see what's
Who are they
up.
playing?
Playing the Reds, Cincinnati Reds, on Monday at 6:45.
Let's see what's up. That's what's up. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Reds are, I think, 2-2. I believe. I think they're 2-2. Maybe,
I
maybe.
don't know about yeah. It's too early.
It's
Still not
early in
even
the
a week
season.
yet.
It's
Yeah,
long as.
we'll see
Is
what's
there
up.
is there any extra slots this year? Playoff slots, or how are they doing? Is it just one
Just a wild card.
playing
Yeah,
game? Because I know well, with the COVID season they had like
wild.
they had a bunch of wild cards sneaking in for the COVID season. But this season is back to normal. You're
Yeah.
saying? We'll check on that. Okay.
After they did keep the that one rule after the 10th inning. If the game is still tied, you start a base run at second base. So instead of
Oh yeah, that's better.
I mean, I
We
think
don't need
yeah.
to.
After yeah.
Yeah, we don't need any of these
So we'll
fucking
see.
20 inning games. I mean, they're cool once in a while, but not last season, but the season before that, there was a lot of those like 15, 16, 17 inning games. Like, man, that's
Yeah,
too much.
but that's
Like,
baseball though. It's free baseball.
it's too much though. Just cap it at 12 and call it a draw, like soccer at a certain point. All right, it's a draw. Let's fucking have some ties.
I
But I
know.
do
Why
like
not
that
do
rule.
it?
That's a good rule. I'm feeling that rule.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes the plane. Yep, here we go.
Womack dropping off.
It's Womack
Well, easy
dropping
dropping
in
off. Yeah.
from fucking Call of Duty.
Blunder.
Where is Womies anyway? Is he in Vegas? Where the fucking is this guy? I
I
think he
don't
said he
know.
was in Vegas. Who knows? He be lying and shit. Fucking habitual liar. Probably in fucking Narnia. Fucking guy. Probably broadcasting outside. Doesn't even realize he's not even fucking on the show right now. I thought that was you guys. Oh, what the fuck? What the
Who are
fuck?
you guys?
Oh, you guys aren't the Golden Bastards. Oh, it's kind of chunk. Lightweight chunk. That guy's a fucking kook. All right, well that's it for the Giants portion. Hopefully we have a good season, get some
Hell yeah.
wins. Be good to have the fans in the stadium, and
Yep.
I don't think they're gonna do
Oh,
that good this year. I'd say it would be a stretch to see him get in the wild card, but you never know.
yeah, it's good.
They
Yeah,
could get hot, make
like,
some moves.
yeah, like you said, they're gonna have some fans. To attend the games, you have to either have 72 hours of your COVID test negative, of course, and have both of your vaccine shots or your one shot of the Johnson and Johnson. So they're gonna have some
Damn.
fans on.
You got your vaccine?
Nah, not yet.
You ain't getting no games, bud.
I'm about to get it. I'm about to get in.
She in the Johnson Johnson?
I got the links for the vaccines.
You getting Johnson Johnson, or you gonna get the other one?
Nah, I don't know what.
Johnson Johnson's only 60% effective or some shit like that.
Yeah.
The other ones are like 95.
Yeah.
I don't know. They cause fucking blood clots and shit though. So who knows?
Oof.
I'll probably get the one of the other Pfizer or Moderna. I'm just holding off a little bit. I want to see see what the fuck happens with it.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's move on to some football news. We had a couple of football topics tonight. We had some breaking news yesterday. Sam Darnold has been dealt to the Panthers. They didn't give up too much for him, so that's good for the Panthers. I guess the Panthers kind of win this deal. If you had to pick a winner, I don't.
Yeah. I mean, it just shows you what the Jets are going to go after. They're going after QB. It's official. You know what I'm saying? The Jets are trading quarterback Sam Darnold to the Carolina Panthers for a 2021 sixth-round pick and a second and fourth-round picks in 2022, per sources. Yeah, so it just shows you, it's a fresh start for Sam Darnold. Maybe he gets something, lift up his career in Carolina, and most likely, you already know. I mean, most definitely, we see that the Jets and Salah are going to get a QB. Who it's going to be, we don't know. It's going to be interesting for the next. What's the draft? The 29th. So what, like 23 more days or so. So
Yeah, it's coming up fast, man. We're
yeah,
excited. We will be having a draft special.
yeah.
We've been talking, bringing a couple of cats we know, get them in here, get some
Mhm.
different opinions other than just
Yeah.
ours. See if anybody has different opinions. See if anybody wants Mac Jones. I don't think anybody does,
I
but
mean,
we'll
that's the
talk about that in
name.
a minute.
Yeah, that's the name that it seems that everybody is connecting with the Niners, and also this trade, Sam Darnold to the Panthers, really shows. Looks like Watson. Another thing for Watson, he's not going anywhere.
He's
You know,
done.
he's
Watson
done.
is
Yeah,
done.
yeah. So
I don't
because
think
he,
he's playing football next season, regardless. At this point,
ooh,
I don't think he's. I think he's done. He may be out for a while. Accusations just keep piling up left and right.
mm-hmm.
They're starting to show some text and proof, and they had some text of a former, I think, masseuse, and she was saying basically, I seen it today, that she was not comfortable with
Oh
Watson
shit.
anymore because she had heard too many other masseuses complaining about it. So she was not going to be. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
released it. I don't know if it was a DM or a text, but I just seen that this morning. So not looking good for your boy. That fool's probably going down. And we talked about it last week. It's hard to defend this dude anymore. You see the amount. You see the amount of fucking physical therapists, massage therapists he brought in. Is like
Yeah, yeah,
40 in a month or 40 in 3 months or something, and like,
yeah. And they're all from like IG or something like that too. I heard. Like I don't know from
and you've
Instagram. So yeah,
yeah, you've had former players and current players saying like I didn't have never even had that many like my whole career.
yeah.
So looking sketch for this dude. I came out defending him at first, but I can't defend this dude no more. He's
Yeah,
on some
I
other
just shit
shit.
was like, yeah, a lot of players. Yeah, like you're right. A lot of players are saying like, what? I never had that in a season or even in my whole career. Like 40 in a month or a year in a 1 year, and 2020 season. So I'm like, well, that's just crazy. I mean, and
That's all
most of these
bad.
guys say like, these players say like a masseuse in an NFL is like having a barber. You stick to that one masseuse. So, but this guy was just having different masseuses every day or every week. So,
It's
man,
wild, and so I think he's done. And damn, it's just a blessing that we didn't make that fucking trade for him.
hell yeah.
Man, that would have been faulty. We would have got played out of hella picks.
Well, the NFL probably would have been like, well, I don't know, could have made something like cancel
They
that
wouldn't.
trade.
They wouldn't do that for us. There's some shit they would
Yeah,
do
that's
for
true.
Brady.
That's true.
But anyway, so the Sam Darnold thing really, like solidifies, like you said, the Jets are definitely going QB now. There was speculation they were going to get the tackle from Hawaii, not
Hmm.
Hawaii, my bad, Oregon, Oregon. There was speculation they were going to get him. There was speculation they might get a receiver. But now
Hmm.
we definitely know the Niners' choice comes down to who the Jets don't take. So I
Hmm.
mean, we've been
Yeah.
saying that from the beginning. I can see Justin Fields going at 2 now that after his pro day, I think he kind of wowed some people. So I wouldn't be shocked if we end up with Zach Wilson because
Hmm.
I think Justin Fields has definitely skyrocketed a little bit. But it's weird. He gets a lot of criticism. I think it's some unjust criticism. I don't understand it. I think it could be racially motivated. Um, but a lot of people just coming out and hating on this dude. Like, but nobody mentions that Mac Jones had a DUI his freshman year, and I think he gave like a fake
Fake ID.
ID.
Yeah, fake
Yeah,
ID.
so it's weird. It's like a little
All
double
those
standard
character
here.
issues. Yeah, those are all
And
the
that's
same.
not
Yeah,
getting brought up, but one of the cats from Barstool, I think Dan Orlovsky, was complaining and saying he hears that Justin Fields is the last one to enter the building and first one to leave. Basically taking shots at him, saying his work ethic is
hmm
questionable. And him and Kirk Herbstreit from college football analyst, Kirk Herbstreit came out in defense of Justin Fields, and basically they got into a big old, I guess, Twitter war or something like that. He was saying it's irresponsible of him to come out like that. It is. It's like it doesn't make any sense. Like
hmm
I see a lot of it on Facebook. A lot of people hating on Justin Fields.
Yeah.
And I think this dude is legit. I think like
Yeah.
People comparing him to Lamar Jackson just because he's black is like ridiculous. Like their
Hmm.
basis for it. Like, oh, he's like Lamar Jackson. Like, what is it? What about him is like Lamar Jackson? Because when I look at his tape, I don't see him looking much like Lamar Jackson at all.
Yeah.
He's much more composed in the pocket. He's definitely a little bit more accurate. Whereas Lamar, has always kind of struggled with accuracy.
Hmm.
Um, and then they say like Womack was hating too. He was saying that Zach Wilson is more accurate and more. He looks off of his second read more. But when
Yeah.
the stats came out showing that Justin Fields actually moves through his progressions more
Yeah, I've seen a
and
couple of
better.
videos. Yeah, he looks. Yeah, he does it really smoothly. He has that little, has that. He does it really smooth. So yeah,
And he
for
has the
sure.
pump fake. He has the pump fake
Yeah.
popping off, so he can manipulate the defenses. He's good out of the pocket. So I think this dude. I was looking at some Trevor Lawrence tape, and Trevor Lawrence actually, I had heard a little story about him that he does lock on to his primary target a lot of the times. And if you look at it, they had the stat up, and
Mm.
he does. He definitely a lot of his big throws were to like the primary target. So it's gonna be hard to get an actual evaluation on him as well. Um,
Okay.
because they're like we had talked about, their receivers are so talented. They got Waddle, they got
Hmm.
Smith. So I mean, he had a stacked offense as well as a pretty damn good O line. If you look at his tape, you don't see much pressure on him. He has a solid pocket every time. He can
Hmm.
step up and throw it. There's rarely anybody in his face like that. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Darnold to the Panthers, I guess, is a win-win for both teams, in my opinion. But it definitely opens up some stuff for the draft. We definitely know we're gonna get our guy, pretty much.
Hmm.
Who the Jets don't want. There was some talk that the Panthers wanted to go up to get one of the guys, either Justin Fields or Trey Lance. But I guess once we moved when we made our move, it made it pretty much impossible for them. Um,
Yeah.
because they can go up. Atlanta's not going to want to trade up because they're supposedly in the market for a franchise QB to replace Matt Ryan.
Hmm.
So I'm thinking it's going to go Jets take Zach Wilson. I say we get Justin Fields, and then I would think that the Falcons would be in a prime location where they would probably take Lance at 5. 4. My
Okay.
bad. 4. Yeah, 4. So uh, I don't think the Panthers can go up and get him because I don't think the Falcons are going to be willing to trade because they need a QB too. So I think they're going to have to probably settle for Mac Jones
Yeah.
or possibly a second round, third round Kellen Mond or Kyle Trask.
Yeah. Well,
So
I've seen a report earlier that saying that Falcons are interested. I know have been receiving calls for the number fourth pick, and seems like they might trade out of that for multiple picks. So that's another thing too.
somebody coming up to get Trey Lance most likely
Hmm.
makes the most sense. So maybe they find a way to make it happen with the Panthers, or the Panthers just sit it out a year and wait till next year's QB class because they got Darnold now
Yeah, they got Darnold. Yeah,
and they
see what
got
happens.
Bridgewater too.
Yeah.
So they
So.
got two decent QBs. Bridgewater they might try to move before the draft. That'll be a nice
Hmm.
pickup for the Niners if you can't work out something with Jimmy,
Yeah.
or if you have to release him. You could probably do a sign and trade for Teddy. Maybe make him take a pay cut if he's willing to come over here, and he could be that stopgap
Yeah.
bridge QB
Yeah.
to train the youngin. All right, but that was some pretty big news. I'm not big on Darnold anyway, so it wasn't huge news, but they didn't give up too much, so I think the Panthers did actually okay in the trade. Because
Hmm.
at the most, you give up a second round pick, which I probably wouldn't have gave up for Darnold, just because I don't feel he's that good. But at the end of the day, it's not a huge loss for them. They didn't give
Yeah.
up too much draft capital. Second, fourth, and the sixth, I believe. I think that's what you mentioned.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Salah and Kyle are talking. They're like, "Hey, look, we're gonna do this. Get your number three pick if you can, because we're not trading that number two. Oh, actually, yeah, basically, letting them know they're going to get a QB at number two now. Because a lot of people are saying, why are they going to get a quarterback? They got Sam Darnold. They got to move him. So that move has been made. So
Yep. So
I'm pretty sure they talking.
yep. So it's pretty much set. We're getting a clearer picture of what's going to go down on draft day. And
Yeah, it's going to be either Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, or maybe Mac Jones. It's going to be one of those three guys.
yep. So Let's get into some Niner talk real quick here. Let's talk about that Mac Jones to the Niners. It's a move that you're hearing rumors left and right, but we've seen in
Yes,
this
warming
offseason
up.
already.
Yeah,
Womack is panicking. He's ready to fucking sky is falling. We're getting Mac
yeah,
Jones. I'm
yeah,
going to give him a little more credit than that. I'm going to say that they did not trade up to 3 to get Mac Jones, even though you're hearing it from all these Niner beat writers.
yeah,
Um, national media, Adam Schefter came out today and said he would be shocked if the Niners didn't take
yeah,
Mac Jones. Grant Cohn has said that he
yeah,
thinks we're going to get him. We're going to get Mac Jones as well. I just been hearing a bunch of, I think it's BS. I
yeah.
think it's smoke screens. I really don't think that Chris Sims
No.
knows much, even though him and Kyle are good friends. I don't think he's tipping. I don't think Kyle's
Hmm.
tipping his hand. And if that's the case, like, why would you trade up to 3 to get Mac Jones? Like, when this is already, there's 5 top QBs. So you're telling me you have a grade of him that much higher than Trey Lance, that much higher than Justin Fields, that you're going to trade up to 5 just to get him? I don't buy it. I don't think Shanahan. I know he has like a tendency to like those more statue-like quarterbacks, a little bit stiffer, who can make all the throws. But
Hmm.
I just don't see the move going up to 3. So I'm gonna dismiss these Mac Jones rumors at number 3. And if I had to give it a percentage, I'd say 10% that they get Mac Jones.
Yeah.
You gotta. What do you think on
I
this
would
shit?
say, yeah, it really falls down, who get, how who picks who. If the Niners, and we still got 28, what? No, yeah, 23 days till the draft. Gotta see how these, the stocks for these guys go up and down. There are going to be a lot of reports, a lot of these guys saying this and that, character issues. Now you're seeing with Justin Fields. I say if the Niners were to select Mac Jones, I would say 25 to 30%. If they say that he's the more ready to go uh, QB, uh, and they make some moves and trade Jimmy or whatnot. So I see that happening. I see 25 to 30%.
I don't think so. I don't think Mac Jones. You got talk that he's actually a second round QB, as what I heard some talk today. That
Okay.
some guys have him in second round. I don't think he falls second just because teams get desperate. I could see him falling maybe like in the 20s, but I don't think he
Mhm.
makes it out of he definitely doesn't make it out of the first round. I would bet none of these guys do.
Oh
The
yeah.
one who probably has the most chance to fall out would be maybe Trey Lance,
Hmm.
but that's just because he's a little more raw. But he also has the potential to go top 5.
Hmm.
So he's more of the kind of the wild card,
Hmm.
and you see what's going to happen with the rest of the guys based on what happens with him. I don't
Yeah.
see him getting drafted over Justin Fields or Zach Wilson. If the Jets
Who
did
Mac?
that, I would. Uh,
Who Mac Jones or Trey
Trey
Lance?
Lance. Trey Lance.
Okay.
I don't see him getting. If the Jets did that, that would be. I think they would be tripping to take
'Cause they
Lance
got
at 2.
yeah. They would need the QB most ready
I
to
mean,
go because
I get what people see in him. Like, he's very explosive, running, and he has a strong arm. I just haven't seen enough of him making reads uh, and like the accuracy.
yeah.
Personally, he only had 1 season, whereas Fields, you had 2 solid seasons of tape on him. Mac Jones, I think, only had 1,
Hmm.
and Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson's been kind of a 1 year wonder too.
Hmm.
But I just feel like I don't see how Trey Lance would get drafted over Wilson, Lawrence, or Justin Fields
Okay.
based on potential. Because all 3 of those guys, I think, are more, I guess you'd say, quote unquote, NFL ready to lead
Hmm.
immediately. Lawrence, Lawrence is going to be starting immediately once he gets drafted.
Hmm.
And most likely Wilson as well in New York.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
and there's potential for us to start a rookie, even though I doubt it. If something can't be made with Jimmy, I wouldn't be surprised if they just move on from him and bring in maybe a vet to back up
Hmm.
the rookie or let him fight it out for a slot. Like I said earlier, I could see Bridgewater being an option there. There had been
Yeah.
talks of that earlier in the season, in the off season. So I'm down for that. Now I'm not like Womack. I don't hate Mac Jones. I don't think he's the worst quarterback, but I just feel like going up to the third pick overall to get him would be too much. He can definitely make some good throws, but as you see in his pro day, he missed a wide open throw,
Oh yeah.
which is like, come on, man. If you're gonna be, touted as the most NFL ready QB, but you're out here missing throws in practice, that's a little bit like, man, why would we trade up to 3 to get this guy?
Yeah.
But I do feel like he could be a decent quarterback at the NFL level.
Yeah.
Womack does not like him at all. He's also not a fan of Trey Lance.
Mm.
Uh, I'm not a fan of Trey Lance as far as in the top 10. I think that's too high for him. But I do see some potential there. But he definitely has the more of the boom or bust factor to him for sure. So I don't know. What are your thoughts on those guys? On Lance, Mac Jones, I guess. We kind of talked about Fields and everybody else already in
Yeah,
past shows.
with Trey Lance, he looked like a straight project. Super raw, talented. Reminds me of Josh Allen when he came out as well. Took time. There's a potential that he could blossom and become a Josh Allen. Wherever team that picks him. It's gonna be time. Got to be patient with him. Also depends with the coaching staff and the players' development. As you can see, Buffalo did pretty good getting them weapons.
He froze up for a minute here. Hold up.
They got a nice
Oh, your shit's
pros
freezing.
back.
Yeah, you're good now. You're good. You're good. You're clear.
Yeah, so like I was saying, Trey Lance reminds me of that Josh Allen type. So, it all depends who drafts him, the coach, the players. Basically what the front office does. If they give him the right support and the right players, he could blossom into that type of player. So, like I was saying, Buffalo got him. Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, Cole Beasley. They got pretty good, solid young defense. So. I think Trey Lance can't be that player, but it all depends who drafts him, though. And Mac Jones, honestly, I haven't seen too much of him. I just know that he was Alabama. A lot of talent all around him. Let's say if the Niners were to draft him, he has that kind of talent already. But I would like to see the Niners draft Justin Fields or Zach Wilson, one of those two guys. So
Yeah, I said that too. I lean towards Wilson a little. Fields a little bit, but I'm happy with either one of those dudes. I think they're
mhm.
good picks, worth trading up for to get that franchise quarterback. You need a mobile QB now. It looks like
Yes,
the league is
yes,
shifting towards that. You got all these fast defensive ends and linebackers, so you have to have something to counter that and make the
hmm
defenses respect the threat of the quarterback running.
yeah,
It's a nightmare. All defensive coordinators say that their nightmare is mobile quarterbacks because once the play breaks down, they can take off. So Mac Jones can
extend
sit
that
back
play.
there, yeah, all day and make all the reads. And if nobody's covered, he might take a sack or throw a pick or something. Whereas these guys are looking to make a play happen. They could take it anywhere from 20 to 40 yards, 20 to
Yeah,
60-yard TDs, 15 to 20 yards. You see big chunk rush plays out of these new age QBs.
yeah,
And I've always been a fan of the mobile QB anyway,
mhm,
so I'm going to lean towards the mobile guys.
yeah,
Zach Wilson's pretty fast. I know he's not Justin Fields' speed, but he can definitely move out of the pocket, and he can
oh
make some
yeah,
plays out of the pocket. So I
yep,
think you can't go wrong with either any of the top three,
yeah.
Lawrence, Fields, or
Wilson,
Wilson.
yeah,
I'm starting to think that Justin Fields might actually be the best QB in the draft. Looking at some of Lawrence's tape, he's good. He
mhm,
rolls out nicely, but you see that Clemson was one of those teams too, like Alabama, that's been stacked for
mhm,
his whole tenure there. So I don't know. It's hard to evaluate stuff like that, but
yeah, yeah,
I could see him kind of like getting closer. I could see the gap closing as the draft approaches. I wouldn't be totally shocked if Urban Meyer goes and makes a crazy decision to get Fields or trade back
mhm,
and get him or something like that. But I think the gap is kind of narrowed. I think both quarterbacks are all three of those top three are pretty damn solid QBs. I think I project them to have decent careers. Could be one of those
yeah,
golden years for the quarterback draft.
yeah. I hope so. Yeah,
Hopefully
because
we get our
it's
guy.
shown. Yeah, yeah, because a lot of these first round quarterbacks, it usually goes 50-50. If they have a good, if they have a career, a good solid career. So it's hit or miss usually with these first rounder QBs. Nothing's guaranteed with being the top 5 pick quarterback. With these, because there's pretty much top 5 quarterbacks right now. I mean, could be the first 5 picks could be just quarterbacks. So nothing's guaranteed. That's another thing. So it's gonna be it's gonna be the hit or miss. So it all depends also with the team that picks them. So.
Yeah, because the Bengals, if the Bengals trade out, they're gonna be somebody's gonna come up to get that QB. But I think I think the Bengals are staying at 5. I don't think they would trade back because you got theoretically you could have that tackle there.
I was about to say you're getting that tackle. You need that for Burrow. You have to. Yeah, it's investment in that QB.
Or Kyle Pitts, Womack's boy, the tight end out of Florida, or
I won't be surprised if we go to Atlanta.
Jamar Chase out of LSU.
Okay.
So those 3 guys would be at 5. I guess you could trade back a couple slots, but I wouldn't see him trading back far. Maybe they trade back with the Panthers or something like that, or Eagles, 1 or 2 slots. But I think they're gonna want to get their guy there. You're gonna be looking at Jamar Chase is a beast. I don't know if you've seen him, the receiver out of LSU. That dude's a monster. Yeah. He's gonna be beasting fools. So he'd be hard to pass up in that top 5, as well as Kyle Pitts. Personally, I would go with the receiver before I go with the tight end so high in the draft, because I just feel like tight ends kind of now are just an extension of the receiver position. They don't block as much as they used to. Kittle's a good blocker, but Kels is not much of a blocker. So some of the bigger guys aren't blocking like they used to. So I just don't see like going up that high to get a tight end as opposed to getting a top number 1 receiver. I'd rather just go up that high and get a number 1 receiver in the draft, personally. It's just a personal preference, though. Womack would definitely take Kyle Pitts at 3. I wouldn't be shocked if he was running the Niners draft. He'd probably take Pitts at 3.
Yeah.
Or Caleb Farley, that corner. He's in love with corners and tight ends.
Yeah.
I could see us getting Caleb Farley. Oh, at 3? Like, get the fuck out of here, Womack. Wolf Kuiper. But yeah, so it's going to be interesting here the next couple weeks. Like you said, there's going to be a lot of smoke screens, a lot of talk.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see what the fuck happens when all the dust settles, but I'm excited about the draft. We're going to have some draft coverage popping off. Like I said, we're going to get a panel like 5 to 7 people on here and do like a draft special live coverage. So you get our point of view, get some cussing in there and shit talking and some fun. Not just the stale ESPN broadcasts. They're cool and all, but they get kind of stale after a minute.
Yeah, some beer drinking, shots taking.
Womack, creeping it out, doing some weirdo shit. You can laugh at him, join us laughing at Womeezy. He's probably gonna try to trade us back into the first round and get a corner or a tight end, some shit like that, or a safety. He's in love with that Cisco guy from Syracuse as well. It's another guy he's jocking. So I don't know. I can't wait. We're gonna probably post some mock drafts.
Oh yeah.
Maybe next week we'll get some mock drafts. Maybe do the first 2 or 3 rounds. Probably first 2. Just see where we're all gonna go with our picks if we had the picks. So we can have some, and we could have receipts later on. It's always good to have the receipts. You can see Womack being a fucking lummy. Picking some weirdos. He has a tendency to pick some weird players back in the past, at least.
Yeah, like who the fuck is that guy? Top picks.
Yeah. Kind of some like Dante Pettis kind of players. It's kind of players he likes. Move up to get Pettis. I won't kill him on that one. He didn't want Pettis either. None of us wanted Pettis. Catboy is one of the worst picks we've ever had. But anyway, we'll talk more Niners draft. We'll talk more Niners draft and just regular draft talk coming up in the next couple of weeks. So definitely tune in if you guys are big football fans. We're not experts or anything, but we're fairly knowledgeable. We do some due diligence, do some research, watch some highlights as well as actual game footage, and we're strongly opinionated on most of the top guys around in the draft. So definitely check us out. We'll be on that shit. Let's move on now to some bad news for the Bay Area here. The Warriors have been struggling of late pretty damn badly. We're 4 games under 500 currently. Well, actually, three now. 3 games under 500 currently, which is
Mm-hmm.
not great. But we're still in that 10 spot, which in this year's modified COVID NBA gets you a playing game against the 6 seed. So, I mean, we're not like dead yet, but there's 2 teams behind us, Sacramento and who I can't remember the
Spurs.
other one.
The
No, they're ahead of
Spurs.
us. They're ahead of us. It was Sacramento
Oh,
behind us, and can't
oh,
remember the
behind
other
us,
team.
Pelicans and the Kings.
Pelicans and the Kings are only 1 game back,
Yeah.
so we definitely got to step it up. I just don't know if this team is capable. I was expecting us to go after somebody during the trade deadline, but we did not make any moves,
Yeah.
and it kind of shocked me that we didn't move Oubre because his contract he's a free agent after this year,
Yeah. Pretty
and
much.
he's pissed off some of the players in the clubhouse in the locker room by saying that he would not be willing to accept a bench role, which kind of pissed
Mm.
off a lot of the older Warriors. I heard they didn't mention any
Okay.
names, but I'm guessing probably Draymond, Looney, and
Mhm.
Steph maybe
Steph.
because you had a guy like Andre Iguodala who was a big time player in his
And
heyday
he
in his
came. Yeah.
prime. He came over here and he was selfless and
Mm.
he won
And he
some
took that role
rings.
as a bench
He took that role. Yeah.
player.
So I guess there's a little bit of drama in the locker room about that. Supposedly, that's the rumor at least. I could see it because
Okay.
what has Uber really done to
Hmm.
prove like he's a star and that he deserves to be in the top 5 rotation. I don't really see him as that dude. I think he is what they're trying to have him be is a good bench player. I think that's probably the best position suited
Hmm.
for him at this point in his career. I think you could pay him pretty decent to be a bench player, but he could be like your sixth man.
Hmm.
I like his defense, but his offense is just too sporadic. He, you know,
Yeah.
he doesn't
Inconsistent.
show up every night. Inconsistent
Yeah.
as fuck, man. Like
Yeah. He'll
we
have
need
good
somebody
days.
who's going to show up.
Yeah.
So with Clay back, it makes him more expendable. Somebody who can just come off the bench. You're not relying on him to be like dominant. Just give you some minutes, keep Clay fresh. You don't have to rush him
Yeah.
back.
Exactly. Yeah.
Um, but if not, I mean, we could just go with Poole, who's been stepping it up. We could play Poole at the shooting guard position and get Steph
And
some
I
minute.
said that.
Steph and
I
Clay.
said yeah. And I said that in right before we talked about the whole in the Warriors preseason. Yeah. Right before the season started, I was like the name that that really has to show up and do his thing is Jordan Poole because even though he's a second year, pretty much, and then in the second year of his career as with the Warriors. I mean, if he steps up, that's a name that you're going to see a lot, and then you need that, especially with Klay Thompson going down. You need that type of player from out of the bench, and he just needed to go to the G League once again, get his confidence back up, and he's been doing pretty good. Those games that when Steph got hurt with the contusion, pretty much a bruise when he fell on his ass on a couple weeks ago. He took over the starting position. He had pretty solid games, so that's good to see him that he stepped up. And the whole thing with Oubre, I mean, yeah, it kind of sucks that. I mean, he's young. He's 25 years old. He's most likely guaranteed if when he goes free agency, he's gonna get.
Hold up, we lost you real quick,
He doesn't
bro.
want to roll. I mean, it's
There you
all.
go.
I'm back. Yeah, like I was
Yeah, you're
saying.
back.
So yeah, it sucks that if Oubre made those comments because but he's young though. I think he's only like 24, 25 years old. So if he becomes a free agent, he's gonna get a nice contract with some team. Some team is gonna go get him and overpay him too. So
He
but yeah, it
gone, right?
sucks that
He's gone.
most likely, yeah.
I say
If that
95%
happened,
chance he's gone.
yeah, 75. I say 75% that he's
I
gone.
say
Um
95.
and it sucks because I mean he would make a nice little contribution if he stays in the bench. Like you said, Clay is not going to get those minutes of those high 30, 38, 35 minutes. It's going to slowly when he comes back, they're going to give him limited role, and you're going to need that one player that's somewhat explosive. And Oubre shows that. He's a slasher, nice little defense, rebounding, and he's an energy player too. He's not those players that are quiet. He gets loud when he blocks your shit. He gets loud when he steal. Gets a steal. So, it's if that does happen, it sucks that he moves to another squad. But I'm pretty sure the Warriors got something else they could
Yeah,
replace.
no doubt.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're struggling. I say we do make the playoffs. Even though it might not be in our best interest to, we might be better off just
Just
kind of tanking a little
yeah,
bit,
lay low, yeah.
and getting a top 6 pick because
Mm-hmm.
what we're seeing the last year is that we're still getting the backlash from the Durant thing, which is undeserved, but it's there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, the LeBron and the NBA are trying to blackball us, trying to not have any free agents come to us, basically hating on
Uh-huh.
us, which is cool. So we just gotta stay the course and do what we did to build this team from the beginning. Draft smart,
Yeah.
get some solid players. Now I do want to jump in and say one thing real quick. I was definitely hating on Jordan Poole. I thought he would be cut by now, but he's been a pleasant surprise. So I gotta admit that I was wrong on that one. I'll take my L on that because he has stepped it up scoring wise at
It
least.
was huge. That was him. For him to step up was huge, and I remember saying that. I was like, "Yo, this guy needs to step up," and he needed to. He needed some little confidence, especially with Clay being hurt, gives an opportunity to shine a little bit more too. So
Yeah, we got some good young players that are getting some valuable minutes. Toscano, that's a good
Wiseman's
one.
gonna get Wiseman's
He
gonna
could
get that.
play. Toscano is sad
Yeah,
though. He can play like he can guard anywhere from like 1 to 5 pretty much. So
he's
he's like a baby Draymond in a ways. He's
he's a
not
little
as
mini
good of a
Draymond.
lockdown, but
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. He'll
I
give you
think he
those
could
minutes,
shoot
get you those rebounds.
threes.
He can
He
shoot.
could shoot
That's
threes
the
in
one
there.
thing about these guys. That's another thing about this young Warrior team. These guys are kind of. It seems like they're scared to take that shot because they got Steph on the court. They're like, "Why am I going to take a shot when I got Steph?" Now, when I say when Clay comes back, same thing's going to happen. Like, why am I going to take this shot? I got Steph and Clay. But what these guys got to do is get some confidence in them and know that hey, this squad has been to the championship. This team knows how to win a championship. So, just basically, just get warmed up there and start taking your shots and don't be scared. That's what I would say.
Don't be scared.
Yeah, don't be
Don't
scared.
be
Take your
scared.
shot.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, next year, we kind of seen this coming possibly that we would struggle this year without Clay. So next year, I think is the year where we can make a real title run. But I definitely thought we could have made a move before the trade deadline. But I guess they see it as opportunity for the younger cats to
Yeah,
grow
give him
into their
some minutes.
positions,
Exactly. Give him
get
some
some
minutes.
minutes. I want to see Wiseman start getting more minutes like
He is.
consistently.
He's starting. I think he's getting like what I've noticed. He's getting like today. I know the other game he got like 28 minutes. Today, let me see. He got. I know the first quarter he had like 8 points. So let me see. Wiggins had, yeah, like I say, he's getting like under 20 minutes a day. He played 25 minutes. He had 13 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, 6 for 13 field goal, 1 free throw, and he had 1 block. So he was -7, but that's good though. That's how you start off. Give him those minutes, and
Hey, while
and
you're on your
Curry was
phone,
off.
can you check the Giants score for me? What happened with the
Oh,
Giants?
sure, yeah, yeah. Oh, the Giants lost 3-1 against the Padres.
That's too bad. Too bad for some, not bad for me though.
It's all good with two.
Sorry,
No,
sorry, I had
we're
to
two or
cash in on
three.
that. What about the White Sox? The White Sox win? Can you
White
confirm that the
Sox.
White Sox got the dub? They were up 5-3 last I checked.
It's currently 10-3, top of the ninth. White Sox.
Cha-ching, cha-ching. Just hit a 14 parlay, $350. I'll take
There you
that
go.
to the bank.
There you go. See. Hey,
See, there we
hey,
go.
go Dirty Bastards, where you get live
Sorry,
scores.
sorry, Giants, but I just didn't see him winning this game against the Padres tonight.
It's gonna be.
It's gonna be a long season, but hopefully they can pull it together and get some wins. Money's money. Got to get that paper. Mets. I had Mets, White Sox, Giants, and what was the other one?
Of course, you got the Mets.
Of course, well, I took the Mets yesterday and they played me. I lost money on the Giants and Mets this season already, but the Mets just made it up for me, so that's good. Anyway, so Warriors struggling, and hopefully hopefully they turn it around here. They could still be a tough matchup in the playoffs against certain teams,
Hmm.
but I think we're missing that veteran presence. So
I hear
it's
you. Yeah.
possible we could make the playing game and lose to a team like Portland. I could see that. Uh,
Hmm.
I don't think we're as dangerous as I thought even before the season, just because of depth, especially at the center position. We don't have anybody. I thought that was a move we could have made at least, would to go get a center. I think that would have helped. Uh,
Hmm.
but instead we dealt Chris to the Spurs, which I thought he was still hurt. I don't even know how are we able to deal him to the Spurs anyway. It's kind of weird.
Uh, who
Marcus
Mar-
Chris
it was more of a contract. What's it called?
buyout kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah. He got bought out already
Yeah,
out of
but
the
I'm
Spurs.
saying like I thought you couldn't do that shit with hurt players when they're still on IR. I
I'm
guess
pretty
NBA
sure.
is
Yeah,
weird. I don't
some
know what the fuck.
loophole. Yeah, you could do. You could do shit like that.
So I don't know. I see the Warriors. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt and say they sneak into 10, but I don't see them doing much. Um, because there was no they didn't sign any of these buyout guys. They didn't make any trades. Had they done that, I could have seen them maybe doing a little bit of damage. But let's be honest, they would not be in contention for a title this season without Clay. They could have made it maybe second round if we had
Oh no.
gone and got
Yeah,
a Beal or somebody like that, or somebody Levine or something. But they would have wanted too much. We weren't willing to give that up.
that was way too much. Kind of. Yeah,
So let's just hope that the
yeah.
Wolves end up out of the top three and we get their the fourth pick in the draft. That would be great for us because it's a pretty decent draft class coming out. You had some of the
Should
guys
be
in the
solid. That's what I've been hearing.
yeah. Yeah, you got Cade Cunningham out of Oklahoma State, so he's going to probably go first. And then you had a couple of the cats from Gonzaga will be there. I like Suggs. Suggs looks
Yeah,
pretty
so
solid.
yeah. For
He'll be
being a
there around
freshman. Yeah.
four or five probably.
Hmm.
So it'll be nice to see if we can get one of those guys in here. But I think we're pretty much done with the sports for tonight. We got a couple other little. This is gonna be a short episode actually. And Womack's not on here fucking yapping his trap.
Hmm. Currently, the Rockets and Timberwolves got the worst record. Actually, Timberwolves have by half a game, but both the Rockets have 13 wins, and Timberwolves and Houston Rockets got 37 losses. Timberwolves have 38 losses, and Detroit Pistons are 15 and 36. And then you have
Damn.
the Washington Wizards and Magic 17 losses. So I
Trash.
mean,
Straight
yeah,
trash, homie. Straight
yeah,
trash, homie.
yeah.
All right. Well, we had some sad news. Actually, since we're on a basketball topic, let's go with the goofier news here. Some goofball shit from your boy Paul Pierce. Got fired on his day off. This fool got fired. How you get fired on your day off? Well, strippers and booze on a live chat will do that for you. I think it was a little too much to fire the
That
dude,
shit
though.
was
I
funny.
mean, should have been suspended
Yeah.
maybe. Suspend him for a couple weeks. But come on, I mean, strippers, they weren't fully nude. Like, fuck, man. I don't think there's too many kids on Paul Pierce's IG
Yeah.
live, right? There could have been a couple.
I mean, the adult side, Cam Soda is offering Paul Pierce uh,
250
with the young
thousand.
dancers. So I mean, he can make some bread.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
offered him 250k, right, to do
yeah,
their NBA
yeah,
analyst work and unlimited strippers. That's
yeah,
that's cold game. Shit, maybe sign on with Hooters. Shit.
yeah. So, I mean, he was. I mean, it was funny though. He was getting a haircut. He got a haircut as well. He had some strippers in the background twerking. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what. The homie was drunk. I think he fucked up. I think that was supposed to be like for his friends live only,
Close
and
friends.
probably close friends. And instead, he just went live. And the funny thing too, I think the maximum viewers that he had at one point was 315 live viewers. So he got
That's it.
fired for that. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
What
So
time
I
was
mean,
it
that's
at? Do you know what time that shit was at?
I know he was in L.A. and it was at probably midnight.
He was
But yeah,
wilding though. He
yeah,
was fucking wilding.
he had some, he had the twerking going on, And he was the funny thing. He was asking somebody saying, "Are you in L.A.? Come through." I mean, it was funny though. I seen it, and then of course he got fired. ESPN owned by Disney. Had to
Yeah,
do
Disney
that.
ain't playing. Disney don't
Yeah,
play.
that's the thing.
They cut Carano for socially insensitive tweets. They don't fuck around. You fuck around with Disney, you're getting cut like on the spot, on site. It's on site. You're done. You're done. Pink slip. You're out of here.
Yeah, and it was funny too. Most of the comments were asking where's Rachel.
Rachel Nichols. That shit had me dying too.
I was like, y'all cool, man. That shit was funny.
Yeah. So, where do you see him going next? You think he's gonna go with that porn place?
I don't. I
He'll
wouldn't
probably
be
just
in.
take a year off, chill. He got. I
Yeah,
imagine he got a good amount
yeah,
of dough left from his playing
yeah,
career.
yeah. With all of that, and plus, he was getting paid annually 1.5 million as being ESPN NBA analyst. So, he was getting paid pretty good, and I wouldn't be surprised he ends up at Barstool. You
Yeah,
know,
that's the new landing spot for the
yeah,
for
probably
the.
gets a low, yeah, probably gets a low show with Mia Khalifa or something like that. Something like that. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh yeah. Oh shit, we didn't even get a chance. I forgot all about that. We should have talked about that. We could talk about it real quick. The Michael Rappaport and KD beef. That shit was funny too. Basically, I don't know
Oh
what the fuck
man,
sparked.
I ain't gonna
I don't
lie.
know what
Michael looked
sparked
kind
it.
of, yeah. Michael was too soft for that.
I thought they were fucking faking it
It
at
was something
first.
about that whole comment. Yeah, I seen it, and then I think it had
Oh,
to do
it was
with, I
about
guess,
the interview with Charles Barkley.
yeah, with Chuck. Yeah, he was like, "Oh, stop being scared, answer the questions or something like that." And then KD went off. He was like, "Man, you a little bitch, this and that." And Michael, I mean, come on, bro. You've been doing this for years, talking shit about other people, and finally, when somebody comes back and claps back at you, you're gonna take screenshots and put it out there. Come on, that's kind of soft.
Yeah, I thought it was fake. I thought the whole thing was like April Fools, but I guess not. Apparently,
Nah.
I thought they were both faking it. But yeah, Rapport looks fucking weak for his
And KD
approach on
got
this.
fined, right?
50,000.
Yeah. Come on, bro.
He snitched him out. He dropped the DMs, and then he's gonna be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, it's not snitching," but I mean,
And he
yeah, that's
said,
kind of lame.
yeah, because I mean, I know he said something like, you talked about my wife, but I mean, he didn't say nothing like bad about it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, he just said, "Your wife
Yeah.
something, cleaning up your tears or something, some shit like that."
Yeah. Come on, bro. That was kind of soft. Come on, bro. I mean, you were
Yeah,
talking shit. Yeah, you were talking shit about Trump the last 4 years, and then you want to, say something to KD. KD's gonna clap back and say something. I mean, and then plus KD got their burner accounts, so like, why you want? I mean, you really gonna do that? Come on, that was
he
kind of
had some
soft.
goofy ass NBA news fucking the last couple of weeks. What the fuck, goofball, NBA big goof league, fucking
But that was funny though.
catting off. Yeah, that shit was funny. KD was like, "I'm gonna spit in your face,"
Yeah.
talking hella shit. He's like, "Come see me at 73rd Avenue or some shit." That shit had me dying. Yeah, Rappaport, I don't know, man. I guess he can dish it, but he can't take it because he looks soft on this one. And
Yeah,
I guess he got a
yeah, that's
lawsuit,
soft.
with Barstool Sports.
Oh shit, bro. I didn't know
Rappaport
that.
has a lawsuit against him. Yeah, he was working there for a while, and then I guess they had beef, and he got fired. I think they said he's suing him because they said he had herpes or something, some shit like that. So he actually got a lawyer, and he's trying to sue him, which is like weak too. Like I'm like,
Yeah,
man,
come
what
on,
the
man.
fuck?
Yeah,
Come on, Rappaport, what the fuck you doing?
come on. Better than
You're
this,
looking
blood.
weak
Come
out
on.
here.
Yeah, better than this.
You get punked on by these Barstool dudes. Like, hey, fuck all of them. The dudes are lame except for Gilly. Gilly's a sav. But everybody else over there, man, they ain't about shit. They don't want no smoke with
Yeah, Gilly's a
GDBs, tell you
salve.
that.
Gilly's a salve.
Gilly gets mad props, but everybody else, y'all don't want to smoke with GDBs. Tell you that. We'll be talking to no lawyers.
Lawyered
Anyways.
up.
But yeah, no, that's just funny. Some fucking goofball shit going down the last week. I don't know what the fuck. April Fool's in the
Yeah.
air or something. Fuck.
I'm gonna start following Paul Pierce just in case he does that shit again.
Paul Pierce is saving it out. When keeping it real goes wrong, is the Dave Chappelle skit had it.
Oh yeah.
Keeping it real, getting what was they playing? Shooting dice? What the fuck were they doing? Playing
Oh yeah,
poker
all
or some
kind of
shit?
shit. All kind of yeah. That skit
Some
had like
cold
a whole
ass
bunch of
lap
them.
dances.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, "Damn, he's gonna get fired, and his wife's gonna divorce him too." That's some
Yeah,
cool
that's
ass
another
shit.
thing too. Is like his wife. I was like, come on, those comments were cold, but you seen those
Shit, me
comments? That shit
dead.
had me dying.
Rachel Nichols, that shit. That shit was.
They're
That was the
like, "Where's
fuck.
Rachel?" It's like, "Where's Rachel at?" It's like, come
That was
on, man.
fucking best news of the week, actually. Boo's best news story of the week. I think that shit was hilarious. I was like, damn, this guy's wilding out here. Fucking Pierce. No fucks given, as they say. But anyway, we had some somber news over the weekend for us hip hop heads. Anybody, old head with
Yeah,
DMX ending up in the hospital, reported a drug overdose. So that was
yeah,
pretty
that sucked.
sad news. A lot of people were shook up about this, me included. I'm a huge fan of DMX. Um, Growing up in, even out here in Cali, we have
Oh
mad
yeah,
respect for X. He used to get me hyped up.
oh yeah.
For football practice, we were bumping that shit in the locker room. Fucking just getting hyped up off that shit. That what was it? The anthem, and the other one too. The first intro one, that shit bangs. The
Mm-hmm.
1 2 1 2 come through. That was a
Yeah,
fucking banger.
yeah,
Um, so that shit was like, that was the hype dude. If you want to get hype, you listen to him for fucking workouts, fucking lift some weights and shit. X Man, Dark Man X, like he spits too. So he's definitely one of my favorite all time rappers. So I was definitely
yeah,
sad about this news. I know you had
yeah,
mentioned
yeah,
him in
yeah.
your
Yeah.
top five, I believe, right?
Yeah, she's.
Uh, on the top five
Yeah,
episode
I
of
had
the
DMX
best.
in my top five for sure. Yeah, yeah, he was. Yeah, shit. Was a little when I was little youngster. I used to rock DMX hard. But most of when there was the whole East Coast West Coast beef, DMX was like one of the only NY cats I was bumping hard. I had all his albums. He's like one of the first artists ever to go with a double platinum with two albums in 1 year, I believe. So yeah, when I heard about that, that shit, that shit hard hit hard. I had seen DMX probably a couple years back at the mezzanine in the city. I went with my boy AD. He was out there. We went to go see him live. He was performing all his classic shits, and that shit was live. That shit was sick. So yeah, that shit hurt when I heard that. I remember posting that shit in the group chat. Yeah, it looked
Yeah.
like it looked like he had OD'd and had
Oh, up your
the
froze.
latest news with him. Like,
Yeah. What's the latest update? What's the update?
you got me.
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah,
What
so
was the
the
update on his
latest
status
update with
now?
DMX, like the latest is that he's still on life support, and he's gonna have some critical brain function tests tomorrow, Wednesday. So
Damn.
we're gonna see what happens. Yeah, so I know they had a vigil last night, or I believe last night or on Sunday, outside the hospital where DMX is at. So shit, man, it's tough. I hope he bounces
Yeah.
back. I know he was ready. I had just heard him on the Drink Champs on the with him with Nori. He was talking the features he mentioned. That shit sounded like it was gonna be a dope ass album. So because he was just on the Drink Champs, just I believe
Yeah.
probably last month. I think you told me about it, or I know we
Yeah.
put it
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
group chat saying that Nori had because he's been on the Drink Champs one,
Yeah.
but on this one it was like a full time interview because the
He
last
had,
interview he was at Drink Champs, he was only
he
there
had
like for an
released
hour or
that
something like short.
he had that track with Burner a few months back. That shit was banging
That
too.
shit slept. Yeah, that shit was nice too. I forgot to say about that. Yeah, so shit.
That was
Yeah,
a
I hope he
banger. So
man. I
he's
hope he
still putting
bounces.
out shit.
Mhm.
He's still putting out shit even
Yeah,
this late in his career.
I mean, yeah, he's a legend. Yeah, yeah, he's a legend. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, DMA. Yeah, like you said, Burner put him on his album. That's one of the first tracks I want to go check out when I heard the Burner album, that single. I mean that track. I remember posting it on the group chat, and
That shit was
we were
banging.
saying, "Oh, that shit
I like
slaps."
that
Yeah.
shit.
So yeah.
Yeah, man, it's sad.
So
These drugs are out there, and he's one of them dudes. He's had a history with this stuff, but he doesn't hype the shit up and get the
Yeah.
young generation on that shit. You know what I mean?
Mm,
If anything, he tries to,
yeah.
talk people of not doing it. Where you got some of these other like punk ass rappers who be like promoting the fuck out of doing this and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good to be like this, man. Fuck that shit. It ain't all good to be off that shit.
No, yeah. We
Like
don't do it.
that's
Yeah.
just lame.
Yeah. Like he said. Yeah, like he said, that's his demons. That's something that he's been dealing with, since a young age. I remember he was talking about this. Like I said, yeah, he was just on Drink Champs, February 12th, with Nori and DJ EFN. So yeah, he said, and he's always spoke the truth. He doesn't, he keeps it 100. The way how he
Yeah,
speaks.
he don't sugarcoat that
Nothing
shit.
but
He
fact.
comes
Exactly. Yeah.
with the hard shit.
He's yeah.
Hardcore.
Yeah, definitely a student of the School of Hard Knocks. Definitely.
Yeah, I mean,
So
I'm
prayers
definitely a
to
fan of
you,
DMX. So yeah, I'm sending my prayers out to DMX too,
prayers
hoping for
to
the
his whole
best speedy
family,
recovery.
kids. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, X man,
Most
Dark Man X. Get well soon. Get well soon, player.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so we got one more little topic here. I don't know if you got a chance to see the Loki trailer.
I've seen it.
That shit kind of had me hyped up.
Yeah. That should look like
Just
a movie.
yeah, and all these Marvel movies, Marvel shows are looking nice, man.
Solid. Nice. Yeah.
So this one looks like it's gonna be maybe the best one out of all of them because you're gonna be dealing with time travel. You got Owen Wilson in there. Is it Owen or Luke? One of them fucking Wilsons. I think it's Owen Wilson. Owen Wilson's in there. He's a pretty decent actor. He's kind of funny. So you're gonna see that there's gonna be some comedy in there.
Wade Wilson? No.
No. Owen Wilson. Wait,
Yeah.
Slade
He's
Wilson?
a little
Russell
funny.
Wilson.
Oh, Wilson. Yeah. He's a funny dude. Yeah. He's funny. Yeah. Wade Wilson.
Yeah.
Wilson. Yeah. One of those.
He's not the one that was in Old School. It's the other one. That's Luke Wilson, I think.
Oh yeah. Luke Wilson. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the brother. It's Owen Wilson. They're both funny, but I think this is gonna be good. I think this has, like I said, I think this might have the potential to be the best out of these first wave of the Marvel shows on Disney Plus. Because Loki.
Better than Wonder. Oh yeah.
Well, Loki has more like he kind of, especially in this, he can be everywhere. Like he fits in all like throughout the galaxy. He fits on the Asgard. He fits in on Earth, and now he's gonna be time traveling. So I think he's a funny character, and this is more before he was the funny guy. This is more like when he was kind of like the heartless Loki from I think Thor 1 and 2. Because Loki got more funny in Ragnarok. Raydum Zilla's not gonna like this, but he was funny. Him and Thor were funny. They're hilarious.
Don't forget my boy
But,
Korg.
Korg
too.
and Meek. Yeah, we don't talk about that here. We don't talk about Womack in these parts. Womack is busy on spring break, being a creep. It's okay to be a creep, Womack. Yeah, fucking no, that movie's funny, but I think this is gonna be good. It opens up the door for many different things because of the time travel. I've heard one theory already that this Loki may be, maybe this explains his character change. Maybe the other Loki really did die. I think it was in Thor 2. Maybe he really did die. Because remember they supposedly maybe he really did die, and then this Loki just jumped in to take his place. This Loki or something like that. That's one rumor I'm hearing. I don't know. Time travel gets confusing.
Yeah, don't forget.
Yeah, but this is the So this is the variant. This is the variant that broke off. This is the one that stole the Tesseract in Endgame.
The Tesseract, yes.
He stole the Tesseract in Endgame and took it out to wherever, some other place, some other timeline, I guess, or something.
Yeah, it's just gonna be wild.
You may get like some cameos. You may get like Cap. They were saying also like maybe Cap. He might try to steal the other stones from Cap or something at some point when Cap's going back to return them. Something like there's some theories. But, we're not gonna put too much stock in theories after WandaVision. I'm not gonna, even for Winter Soldier. I'm keeping everything small. I'm not like going big on any of that shit.
Yeah. Also, what I've seen was Miss Marvel has been confirmed. her involvement in the Loki Disney series. So
In
it's
Loki,
another
Miss
character.
Marvel. So that's Kamala Khan.
Yeah, Miss Marvel.
Yeah, that
Not,
doesn't do much for me.
but that's a
Her
new
her
character.
powers are
That's
weak.
not.
She's like a stretchy kind of fantastic,
Is,
Mr. Fantastic kind of person.
I don't know. We would have to hit up
Yeah, you know who we
Ray
have to hit up.
Doomzilla for that. Yeah. So
The
and who's
Kamikaze.
and when is this coming out? I know it's coming out in June
June. June
June 11th.
11th, I believe.
Okay. So this is gonna be
So
one of
yeah,
those shows coming out, episodes that come out at midnight, on Thursday and Friday morning. Yeah. So
I'm hyped up for all of the Marvel
mhm.
shit.
Yeah, this one's cool. I'm ready.
Doomzilla's a little more critical, Ray Doomzilla, but
Yeah.
I've been a fan of pretty much everything they put out.
hmm
I don't think they missed that much on much. I think everything's been pretty on par.
Yeah.
Uh, so
Now, Winter
I'm hyped up.
Soldier Falcon's good too. Falcon
Yeah,
Winter
that
Soldier.
shit. That last episode was dope. We talked about it on Comic Book Company on the
Check it
after show
out.
for
Check it
that.
out. Yeah.
Check it out. SF Comic Book Company YouTube channel. Me, Ray Doomzilla, and Sarah, we broke it down, just talking about our opinions on that episode. We all graded it pretty high. That last episode was pretty solid.
I'll be
Uh,
dropping comments too.
Leo be
Watching that
dropping in the on the
comment
YouTube
section.
comment section. But yeah, it's a we just break it down and give our opinions. We're not like I'm not that knowledgeable on the comic book lore,
No.
but I have watched all the MCU movies, and I know some of the comic stuff from
hmm
when I was a kid, but I never really kept up with it too much. So I'm just knowledgeable when it comes to the MCU side, and I do like cliff notes. I go on and look at the Wikipedia, get some of these.
Yeah.
You hear about a character who may be appearing, just check it out. But nah, I think I was impressed with Zemo in this episode. I hated him in the
Yeah.
Civil War. No, it was Civil War. Yeah, Civil War. I didn't like that one. But he's definitely a better
Yeah.
character now. They expanded his role. They made him funnier, more likable, more salve. Basically, he's out there getting drunk, freaking out the
hmm
chicks, drinking and shit,
EDM
chilling.
Timo. Again.
Got the cold ass Fast and Furious rides and shit. Mobbing. He had the OG. He was mobbing at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
So that was pretty dope. I'm fucking with that. But I'm just excited for any of these Marvel shows and movies. I'm still hyped up for Black Widow. I know a lot of people weren't really feeling Black Widow getting a solo movie. People complaining,
The
but I think
trailer
that's
looks
just gonna
good
be
though.
sick. I think that's gonna be sick.
Yeah. The
There's
little
been
scene
rumors. They've been rumors on that one. Omega Red, maybe in that
uh,
or a
yeah.
cameo or something like that.
Yeah.
So
With the
anybody
whole
who's
look,
go
yeah,
ahead.
the little trailer with the scene with her in a Taskmaster. That should look sick.
Hella people complain about Taskmaster's costume too, which I don't have that much of a problem because
Yeah, would have
what are you
to.
gonna
Yeah.
do? Put him a scream mask on the guy or some shit like fucking skull
Yeah.
mask? It'd be kind of look weak. So I get why they kind of updated it. Maybe they shouldn't have made it like blue though, blue and orange. Maybe you should have made it black or a charcoal smoke or something.
Isn't his color though? Blue and orange.
Is it? I thought it was more like a gray. I think there's different variations of them.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah.
They could have done with like a darker blue. I don't think they needed the orange in there. Again, Doomzilla. This is a question for Doomzilla. Taskmaster's
Yeah,
natural.
he's usually blue, orange with a white cape.
Okay, so I guess
So,
they kept it. They kept it.
with that
Yeah,
little
but
skin.
they were killing it on him on Twitter. On the him or her, whatever the fuck it is, on Twitter. Just talking about the costume, looking hella funny. So I'm excited for that shit. I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be a good movie, and
Sure.
it might be some twists. To maybe we do get Natasha back, or there was rumors that the blonde haired chick, maybe the new Black Widow or something like that, to join up with the Avengers possibly. All the rumors are everywhere. Rumors. Look at all these rumors.
A
But
lot
I'm
of
hyped
people.
for that shit.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be live. I think it'll be live.
definitely. Yeah, definitely watching that in the theaters for sure.
Oh yeah, I'll probably have my vaccine by then. Get some popcorn, nachos, all the good shit. Get some surround sound
Oh
popping
man,
off.
it
Luxury
was nice.
loungers.
Oh yeah, it was
I'm
nice. I
spoiled.
just
I'm
went to go
spoiled with that
see.
shit.
Yeah,
What'd
it
you
was
see?
nice to be back in the theaters. I went
What'd
to
you
go see
see?
Godzilla versus King Kong. King Kong versus Godzilla.
How was that? What's your grade on that? What do you just give a
Uh,
quick grade?
I'm gonna give it like a 6.5. I was not feeling the storyline, the whole thing with what's her name, Lily Brown, whatever,
Millie Bobby Brown.
11. Yeah, I wasn't feeling that whole storyline. Action was cool. No spoilers, but the action was cool. It was nice seeing King Kong and Godzilla in action. I wasn't. I thought honestly at first I thought the Mecha Godzilla um, looked cool, but talked to Ray Doomzilla, he was saying nah, that ain't. He kind of like okay, I see what you're talking about. I thought it was cool. Oh, action sequence was nice. I like that, but it was nowhere near where Godzilla was. That was a good ass film. The score was great. Just the imagery, the color. This one was cool and all that, but just the storyline was lightweight trash.
Yeah, I'm not huge on the Godzilla. As a kid, I watched it a little bit here and there. I was
Mm-hmm.
gonna check this out just because there's no movies in the theater, but
Mm-hmm.
after you and Ray Doomzilla told me that shit's kind of like, I was like, ah, skip. I'll skip that one. So
But
I'm
yeah,
not gonna see that.
and yeah, it was definitely made for the for some teens. Took a little Leo. He watched it. He was feeling it. He was juiced. He liked it. So he said that was for him. It was like, oh yeah, yeah. This movie's hella good. You know. So it makes sense for PG-13 for a teenager like this film. So and he's a Godzilla fan as well. So he was feeling it.
That's what's up. I might peep it. I might
Mm-hmm.
take the kids. I think Leia wants to see it, so I might take her. Might just
Yep.
check it out. Just go on an empty day when there's nobody in there. Oh, was the theater packed when you were in there? Or it was like pretty
Oh
much
yeah.
empty?
Nah, we went to go watch them. I think we went to go watch about like four. It was pretty much empty. But when we got out, the movie I believe was like almost around 2 hours. It was pretty full, and this was at San Fran, so it was you could see more people, more crowd, but it was good to sit down, watch a movie at the theater. Uh, some
What'd you get? The
popcorn.
popcorn, the nachos, the hot dog, trio. You got the
Nah, I
triple
just got
trifecta,
I just went with my combo.
the kettle corn.
Popcorn. Yeah, that's little Leo. He got the kettle corn. I got the regular popcorn, and we both got the icy cherries. If you catch my drift. Shout out to the
Yeah,
kid.
yeah. I'll be fucking with the. I like the movie nachos and the dogs and the popcorn. That's my BCS top three. Go the fucking nachos, then dogs, then popcorn. Not too big on the kettle corn. I think that's Ray Doomzilla's a kettle corn
Yeah,
dude.
Ray Doomzilla's big on that kettle corn. Little Leo too. I'm like, nah, chill.
Yeah, but was it burnt? Because I noticed a lot of the popcorn be burnt sometimes at the fucking theaters. Fucking that shit up.
Oh
Your
no,
shit was
mine was
burnt. Your
cool.
shit was legit.
My shit was legit with the extra butter.
I gotta get the extra butter. Man, that shit's live. I need to go to. Oh yeah, I'm going to the movies. Fuck it. There ain't shit playing shit though. It's just Tom and Jerry or fucking Godzilla
Yeah,
basically. I thought they would promote, play some older movies. Cause I'd be down to just go see some older shit again. When the pandemic first hit, they were like playing
yeah,
like more like the popular old school movies.
yeah. Like
But I don't know
Jaws,
what the fuck
Jurassic
happened.
Park. Yeah,
Yeah, they stopped. Now it's just like I guess maybe the newer movie companies probably got pissed off. Like, oh, you
yeah.
gotta play stuff that's new. Otherwise, people are just gonna go watch that shit over the new shit. I'm sure it's something political like that, money wise or something like that plays a
Or the
part in
movie
it.
studios like, all right, it's time to start showing this shit. So
But they ain't showing shit though. Like they got some trash in there. Like I be looking. I haven't seen nothing good.
I know.
Fort Mason got the drive-in movies, but it's like $50 a car.
Yeah, I
And they
see
got like
that.
some of the old school movies. I thought about going, but I haven't seen nothing really like I'm like, oh, I gotta see that again. I think they had Goodfellas. I was gonna go see that, but it just didn't work out timing wise. That would have been sick to see again on the big screen. And my kids have never been
Yeah,
to a drive-in, so it'll be nice to take them. Get their minds off the pandemic for a little while, get them to have some fun, safe social
mm-hmm.
distance and all that good shit. But
Yeah.
I think we're pretty much done here. We ain't gotten too much. This is one of our
All right.
shortest episodes ever. So I think we're gonna get rid of the dead weight permanently. I don't think you're gonna see Womack back on the show. Um, Maybe you could hit him up on his personal IG and see if he wants to talk. You're not gonna be hearing him much on here anymore. Uh, we'll see how the views go. If we get a lot of views on this one, it's definitely gonna be peace out, Womack. You're gonna get the Paul Pierce treatment. Without the IG
He
live,
got
you're gonna get
fired on
fired.
his day off
Fired the day off. Womack about to get fired on his day off.
because
So
this
if
ain't
you
real life.
If you're a fan of Womax, send him some notes and positive vibes. He's gonna need them. Guaranteed. So I'll take Womack's role on this one. You can find us on Instagram. We're pretty up to date on there, posting memes, sports news, funny stuff, pretty much 24 hours a day. We don't sleep. Sleep is the cousin of death, so you're always going to catch some funny shit on there. And our Instagram is there in the bottom right corner there. Gold Dirty Bastards with a Z podcast. Gold Dirty Bastards with a Z podcast on Instagram. And also, while you're there, check out all our content. And while we got you here, thanks for tuning in. And please give a like and subscribe here on YouTube. Here on YouTube helps. Yeah, just double click. Click one, click two.
Yeah, get your notifications on too, and make sure you follow us on IG, Twitter, and all that. Shout out to the North.
Yeah, what's the Twitter, Leo? What's the Twitter?
The Twitter is Bastard. That's with the Z at the end. Gold Bastards. Check us out.
So it's just at Gold Bastards.
Oh,
because ours was taken.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's at Gold Gold Bastards with the Z at the end.
Check us out
to my boy B. Yeah, you seen him a couple weeks ago at the barbershop. Said he was checking out the show, seeing some episodes. He was feeling it. He was liking it. Shout out to the homie B.
No doubt. Yeah. Shout out to my bookie for keeping me paid. Right on, man. Shout out to the Mets, White Sox, Padres, and who else is my motherfucking team today? I forget. Whatever. Whoever you are, thank you. Shout out to you. White Sox. There we go.
White Sox?
White Sox, Mets, Padres. Oh, bitch-ass Dodgers. It's all about the money. I had to bet on those losers, but they came through, so it's a temporary peace day with them.
Oh,
overall.
We didn't talk about Baylor and Gonzaga. You watch it?
Oh, yeah, that was big. I didn't watch it. I picked Baylor. I had them on a parlay that wasn't successful, but they were plus 175. I just figured, like, Gonzaga, historically, they're good, but, they get outmatched physically by some of them, bigger, stronger, faster teams.
Yeah.
And they met a bully, and that bully just bullied them.
Yeah. I was tempted to take Gonzaga. My bookie hit me up, and the spread was Gonzaga minus 4.5, 159.5, and I was ready to take Baylor if I was like, I'll just enjoy and watch the game.
I like that Baylor money line. They were plus 175. I took them on my other thing, but I think somebody else. I think the Mets fucked me up yesterday. But they made up for it today. So let's see what we can do. Maybe we can buy some stuff for the podcast. We could buy a Womack's contract with that shit.
Yeah, I'm about to hit up Reno tomorrow. Probably I'm definitely making some bets. See what's up. Get some bread real quick. Hit and run, like the kid does it back in the days. Hit and run, kid. Bounce.
Yeah, definitely hit up Reno. Get some bets in. Some hot picks. We got them hot picks all day.
Yep.
We got them hot picks. I'm happy with my little 350 winnings. But I'll see what I spend it on. Probably just reinvest it in hot picks. Or maybe I'll buy some Bitcoin. I think I'll fuck around and get some Dogecoin. I had some back in the day and I missed out, so maybe I'll catch the second wave.
Get some Ethereum.
Get Ethereum, yeah. Ethereum is popular. XLM, Stellar is good. All of them you can still get fairly cheap and get a good amount.
Put some bread on Dogecoin.
Dogecoin is surging for them. They started out real low and now they're at about 6 cents, I believe. So if you had some big money on Dogecoin, you're doing it kind of big right now. I think I'll invest 100 in some bullshit stock, bullshit Bitcoin, see what I can get.
Does that marinate for a month?
Crypto. Shout out to E Major. He got the hot picks on the crypto game. Oh, and we are going to be doing. We were planning on doing a deadly combination last week, but just schedules weren't working out. We had some conflicts there, so we're definitely aiming to get something done tomorrow. Tomorrow evening. Maybe Big Leo will jump on real quick. We'll see.
What's up? Yeah.
We got a lot of fight news to talk about on there.
A lot of shit going on.
a lot of fight game. So a lot of rumors, who's gonna fight who, that type of
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Always keeps us interested. A lot of shit talking between the boxers themselves, social media. So yeah, check us out on there, the Deadly Combination Podcast. You can find all of our videos here on the Gold Dirty Bastards YouTube channel as well. So
Mm-hmm.
support both of the podcasts. We're all the same, same umbrella, same gang, Niner
Yeah.
gang, boxing
And we
gang.
try, yeah, and we're definitely trying to bring it, Gold Dirty Bastards back on Apple Podcasts. Try to see what's up, make some moves,
Yeah,
and
we're working on for so people can listen because
yeah,
we just had some, some hearing some bad stuff about Anchor, which is how we were posting our stuff. So we got to get it off there and just find something more suitable for
mm-hmm.
us,
Yep,
basically. But
yep.
we'll get you guys. We're looking out for y'all, and we're gonna have our own website coming up soon. Me and Big Leo got to look into that. Now that Womack's
Oh,
gone, it makes things not as complicated. So we'll get this shit
we
taken care of.
we'll be having some stickers too. Confirmed, coming in next week, definitely.
Oh yeah, we got stickers. We're gonna slap them up all over the city. You're gonna see them around. We won't
Yep.
slap them up, but somebody's gonna be slapping them up. I don't
Yeah,
know. We'll pay
we
somebody
about
to
to be
do it
running. We about to be running the streets
for
with the
sure.
sticker.
All right, so we out of here. Check us out on Instagram. Check us out on Twitter, and we will soon be back up on Apple Podcasts as well as Spotify. Give us a couple weeks. We're gonna work on that.
Mm-hmm.
R.I.P. Womack. It was nice working with you, bro. But the fans have spoken. So peace out. We gone.